Hello, everybody. How's it going today? Good. Wait, let me start that all over again. Happy day to you. Lordy, lordy, lordy. It's like a super happy day for me. I absolutely love where I am today. Me and my awesome spouse, we are in Colorado. This place that we're in is called Estes Park. Would you take a pan, baby, and just let them see this beauty? Ooh, Lord. Take it all in, guys. Take a breath.
That's a river, by the way.
Oh my God.
Frozen over.
It's frozen. Come
Look
back.
at that.
Come back to me, babe. Come back. Oh my goodness. Is that not the most beautiful thing? Maybe some of you aren't into the whole cold thing, but I'm telling you what, right about now, I am absolutely in love with this place. This place is marvelous. I love it so much. Taking in all this cold air, looking at the beauty of what God created. I mean, it's just amazing. So even though you're not with me, just take a breath. Breathe in the greatness of our God. Breathe in the even if you're going through weirdness, it's okay. Take a moment and breathe in the greatness of who God is and all that He's created. You might be in by the beach. I don't know. You might be in some snow as well. You might be at work and you're like, there's no greatness here. But I can assure you, you're breathing and you are God's creation. So you're greatness. There's greatness inside of you. There's greatness all around you because of what God's placed inside of you. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I was thinking about a movie. This is a thought I'm bringing to you today. So one of the greatest movies I think on earth is Goonies. Okay, so yes, I am showing a bit of my age. And you know what? I don't care. Goonies is great. The Goonies, the best, one of the greatest, I think, 80s movies ever. If you don't know, let me just share a little bit of the plot with you. So there's this wonderful town. Everybody is being forced, though, to move out of this town because they want to do some big development thing. Well, this one particular family has a young son who's like, no way, we're not going down. We're going to figure out a way to save our town, but they need money. And he truly believes that there is a hidden treasure somewhere, and doggone it, he's going to find it. So they're up creeping around in the attic, and they find a letter by One-Eyed Willie. And One-Eyed Willie is leading them to a treasure. I hope I'm saying it wrong. Is it right? It's been a minute since I've watched the movie. Nonetheless, they start this journey to finding this treasure that One-Eyed Willie. Oh, it was Chester Copperpot. It's coming back. Chester Copperpot had this whole thing that like a letter to lead them to this treasure from One-Eyed Willie. He was a pirate. So whatever, he's got his brother, he's got his friends, and they're all going on this journey to find this treasure. Well, long story short, they stumble across this wishing well because they were underground, and they didn't know it was the wishing well, though. They saw all this money all over the place, and they're like, yes, we found the treasure, we found it, this is it, we've done it, we're gonna save our town. But as they're walking around, and all the kids, they're like grabbing all this money and, you know, all these coins, and they're like, yes, this is it. The youngest son said, this can't be it. There's no way that this I mean, it's a wonderful thing we found these coins, it's a wonderful thing that we found this money, but I don't think that this is the treasure that we're looking for. Well, one of the boys were like, you know what, I'm gonna take it. This is my treasure. This is what I know is mine. But that little young boy said, "There's gotta be something more." And then this is funny how the Lord uses the silliest things to teach us something. Because what I started to think was, how many of us go through life and we're looking for something great, and we won't go any further because we've gotten to, oh, that's good enough. What? We'll take for ourselves a good enough measure. I don't know about you, but I don't want good enough. I want the total win. I don't want a piece of it. I want the whole entire thing. And I hope that like ministers to you a bit today, that don't just settle. Oh, Lord, that's the word. Don't settle for good enough. Strive after, reach after, go after the full, the total win, the what God said you're supposed to have. So like I said, that kid Corey, I think his name is Corey Feldman, and I think he's the Feldman one, or Haim. Yes, Feldman. Feldman says, this is my treasure, this is my wish. I put this, this coin in here, and it never came true, so I'm going to take all the coins back. Well, I want to tell you that one place that you end up and you happen to get some great result, is it the total result, or is it just a getting by result? So be encouraged to press after, to reach after, to go after the entire win, the total win, because that's what you're worth. You're worth the total win. You are worth the fullness of what God has for you. And let me just read this scripture to you, okay? So this is from 2 Corinthians 4:18. The NIV says, so we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary and what is unseen is eternal. So they're looking at this treasure, and that was just the temporary fix. But that other little boy who couldn't see the big treasure, he just took a moment to choose to not look at the thing that was right in front of his eyes just then. He chose to look at something that he couldn't see. He couldn't see the big treasure that they were going to come up on later on in the movie. He couldn't see it, but he knew it was there. I'll say it again. He couldn't see it, but he knew it was there. What are those things that you are trusting God for? What are those things that you know is there for you? It may not be right here in these eyes, what you can see, but with those eyes of the Spirit, you know that there's something great that awaits you. So be like the little young boy. Don't settle for good enough. Press on. Leave that thing there that you can see. Just leave it there. It's cool. It's good. Leave it there. And keep pressing on towards the mark. Keep pressing on towards the goal, because eventually they found that pirate ship. And let me tell you something. That treasure right there was just enough to save their town. Actually, it was more than enough to save their town. And so what does God have for you? His very best. He has a great treasure that's just for you. So be encouraged today. Be super duper encouraged about what God has for you on this day. Don't settle for good enough. Get ready for your total win. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Have an amazing day.